Hello, everybody. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We got a Bad Batch review. This one's gonna be relatively short, like 2, 3 minutes. That's what I'm gonna hope for. It's a quick review because this is a quick episode, not in terms of length, but in terms of what happens. There's two basic plot points. All right, we got Omega obviously going to, well, she is in Mount Tantus with the kids, and she basically is like gonna try to break out. Right, she's gonna break everyone out. She's gonna do it by herself. Obviously, the Bad Batch is probably gonna be there at some point. She recognizes that, but she doesn't care. She wants to take action now, and this is the kind of path that Omega has always been on. Being independent of the Bad Batch is eventually what she's going to have to be. I think that's where we're headed. Um, and then of course she finds a way out, and then the scientists kind of come in and they're like, "Where is Omega?" So they come in to check on her, and she's right there. So that's always a cool trope. I knew it was going to happen. I knew she wasn't in any danger, but it's still kind of funny. Um, Also, Omega understands that Emery like has a soul, and she might be able to actually break through to her, which is important to note as well. And then the other side of the story involves that Imperial officer whose name I can't remember. Still can't remember his name. They probably used it. I just forgot. And Echo now joins the Bad Batch, which I'm so happy about. Um, so it's now Hunter, Wrecker, Echo, and Crosshair along with the Imperial officer guy. They're going to um an Imperial outpost to try to get access to one of the ships. They're basically going to dock into one of the ships, and that ship will then head to Tantus through coordinates because no one actually knows where Tantus is located. And there's a moment where they kind of break off because Echo is going to enter the ship stealth mode wise, and basically figure out like how to he has to like disable the sensors to get the Bad Batch on board, and the Bad Batch is kind of just waiting around for that to happen. And there's a moment where you don't think Echo's going to be able to do it, but then he does do it, and that was a really cool moment where like you felt like there was a little bit of stakes, like you thought that Echo might not be able to actually disable the sensors in time, that he would then be stuck on Tantus. Which is something that could have happened because they had 2 episodes left. But instead, the Bad Batch end up hooking themselves to the ship that has the coordinates to go to Mount Tantus, and basically everything is good. Everything's dandy. Um, which means it's not a lot of like dramatic and well, there's dramatic events, but there's not a lot of sad events in this episode, which means that we're definitely in for some tear jerkers in the next 2 episodes. But as for me, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Probably one of the better episodes of this season. Um, so that would mean I was at a 7.8 out of 10, 7.8 out of 10 originally. We were actually able to bump it up to a 7.9 out of 10. But obviously this is not my favorite Star Wars project. That's how it always has been for the Bad Batch. That's okay though, you know. It's not important to me whether or not it gets to that 8 or not. It would be great for it to be an 8 average, 8 out of 10 average, but if it stays in the 7.9, 7.8 territory, that's fine too. This is still pretty good storytelling from Star Wars. This isn't peak, but it's still a really fun ride so far, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like, my kind of basis around it is that if they were going to greenlight a season 4, would I be upset? And right now, my answer is no. I would be down for more Bad Batch. That's all I have for you guys. I really loved today's episode. It was a banger. And it wasn't filler. And I felt like a couple of these episodes felt like filler, to me at least. And it's really happy. I'm really happy to see that we are moving along. Events are moving along. And this episode was really important too to watch. So I was happy that we had something with a lot of substance. That's all I have for you guys. I love you all. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.